Good morning. Here are 7 essential Shopify marketing strategies you want to try for your store. Whether you're new or established, they are going to help out your store. And I'm going to take it from the top. The first one is going to be SEO optimization. I did mention that SEO is an ongoing process in a previous video, but in the beginning, it's very important to set it up. Whether you set it up for a new site or you haven't done it in a while, it's important to consider this. You need to optimize for visibility, so keyword research is really important. So you understand what you're coming up for on Google, understand what your competitors are coming up for, and you want to slip in there as well. You want to avoid keyword stuffing because this tactic is going to get you in trouble with Google. Google does say that one keyword is enough to mention for your website. And if you're overusing it, you're likely going to be punished by Google for abusing it. It's something you don't have to be too overly critical, but we have a thing called keyword density. A good rule of thumb is don't overuse it 3 times. Use it at least once on the page, or else you'll never come up for those keywords. If you're staying consistent with the SEO trends, the new one is ChatGPT search and AI search. You're going to have to really leverage this, and making sure your website comes up for keywords is important, and build a couple backlinks as well. Everyone seems to think their website is great, and websites are organic, right? They're like children. They grow up. You want to make sure you're optimizing for conversions. Your website is the brand's face. When you walk into your favorite store, think of the things that you like and try to transfer that into your brand, or go to your competitors. Think of the things that you like about your competitor and try to make an interpretation of that for your website. It's going to help you in the long run. So in order to boost your conversion rate, first you need to have really good conversion tracking. You're getting traffic from different places, and you're going to have to line up those dominoes. If your social media is bringing you the most traffic, prioritize your social media and build your list going down from your paid ads to your SEO to your email marketing. You're going to have to put all of that together in your marketing plan. Everything we do in marketing and sales is testing. Everything you're doing with your website is disposable. So if you just build a website once and you're not constantly updating it, making improvements to web pages and enhancing those conversions, there's more to conversion rate optimization than installing a plugin and hoping you get more sales. Your website, your content, that does all of the heavy lifting, especially your brand. So consider how you look and apply that as well. When you're doing content marketing, this is the next layer beyond conversion rate optimization. You have to fix your content on your web pages. You want to make sure you address all of the questions, FAQs, resources, white papers. Whatever you need to do to close that sale has to be on your website. If you think you're missing some things, go ahead and visit your competitor's website, sign up for their emails, and see what they're sending. It gives you a good idea in how you're going to measure your marketing requirements for your business. One of the things that happens a lot, and people are doing it naturally with social media, is storytelling. Make sure you're doing some storytelling on your website, whether it's through pictures, videos, and text. Some businesses, such as fashion and lifestyle brands, they have a bigger story, they have a bigger picture, and they have a bigger message they want to hit on. If you're an e-commerce site that's selling, let's say, tow hitches for a truck, it's pretty straightforward. You don't need a lot of information there. And word of mouth is key, because if you can convert one customer, those customers are going to be your agents that will help you bring more business to your website in the long haul. What's the purpose of marketing It is to really build your first-party databases or earned media. We call this email lists, newsletters, whatever you want to call it. On Shopify, a lot of you are probably already using Klaviyo. You collect emails, you're collecting phone numbers so you can do text message marketing. You really have to leverage those tools. It's a place where all of your leads and sales goes to, typically called a CRM, and make sure that's aligned with your business, such as setting it up, making sure you have the email automations and notifications set up, and you have campaigns constantly running. And always go back to testing, monitoring, and optimizing. Because if you set something up once and you think it's working, well, how do you know without actually testing it? You should be constantly touching all the different systems in your Shopify store and your marketing apparatus. I think email marketing is one of those shining stars when it comes to e-commerce. A lot of your competitors are winning because of email, so take that with a heavy heart. Because if you're already winning, you're probably winning on the follow-ups, on the remarketing, on the email. And this is a critical tool, especially if you need to reach out to their support or a partner that can set up one time. It is how you're going to really turn your marketing spend into marketing ROI. If you're getting context into your CRM, that's how you're going to cut your marketing costs, because your average cost per acquisition is going to start going down, and this is going to help you grow in the long run. So a lot of you on Shopify are going to be dependent on paid ads. And a lot of you don't like paid ads because it's an upfront cost, where everything you do in e-commerce is an upfront cost. Whether or not you have inventory, employees, or other marketing expenses, this all starts to add up. You just have to cut off a piece of your marketing budget for ads. Ads isn't something that is a get-rich scheme, but it is a tool that you can eventually automate. I go into this video if you want some more information about ads and how you can really maximize your sales, especially with Google Ads. It's a great one. And what's really cool about Google Ads especially is they have landing page scores. So you're going to get sales data based off of your website and how it's performing and what you can do to actually improve it. It's not going to give you the checklist and the granularity that a marketer would, or the experience in working in advertising, but it is going to be a great place to start. I know a lot of you are seeing success and results with social media marketing. It's basically compounding your organic with your paid efforts. It's really important to focus on reels. We tell a lot of our clients that are shy to get in front of a camera to build reels, and this is something you can do easily. And you should do it first before you try to delegate it. Because I'll tell you, in our experience, if you start to delegate things, it is going to harm you and you're not going to get the results you think you are. Delegation is just a way to procrastinate. And we've seen this countless times with our clients. Our clients will go to us and say like, hey, can you make us reels? It's like, sure, we're going to have to hire an actor, or one of us has to do it. You have to send over the product. We're not going to send the product back. And that is going to add some additional cost to your campaigns. It's really easy just to whip out your phone, do an unboxing video, and put it online. Really, there's no shame in the quality of your video. I think a lot of people are still stuck in this 2005 mentality that everything that you put online needs to look like a Vogue magazine or a Michael Bay movie. Nowadays, people know the graininess looks more authentic, especially with the rise of AI. The more human it looks, the better it will be for your brand, because naturally, just like how you ignore ads online, you're going to start ignoring AI-generated content because it doesn't really add any value to your life. Now, at the end of the day, it's remarketing. Remarketing is a trifecta of your website, your conversion tracking, and advertising platforms. The way remarketing works is you're going to send traffic to your website, and Google or Facebook or TikTok is going to digest that information, those emails, and start building profiles about your customers. You can really just drill down into customers if they add to cart, if they're former customers. It can be very critical in what you want to achieve there. But if we're just starting from everyone that saw your products, Well, you can put everybody that saw your products from all of your marketing and your sales efforts and put those into lists. And there are other techniques to where you can build customer data platforms where your customer lists don't expire, because at the end of the day, these platforms own your data. And if you understand how your data is being processed in Google, well, you can start maximizing your results by sending effective, and I mean cost-effective, remarketing ads to your customers that have visited your website. You might be paying $5, $10, $20 a click. Well, that remarketing is going to cost pennies on the dollar. And an advanced tip here is you have to use multi-channels. Multi-channels is basically looking at Google, on your organic, on your paid side of things, on Bing, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Pinterest. You need to be everywhere, but you also need to prioritize what makes sense for your business. It might not make sense to be on Pinterest if you're a lawyer, but it will make a lot of sense if you're a fashion brand. Using multiple channels such as Google, Pinterest, TikTok, you have to evaluate which of them makes sense, because you want to use all of them, but you can't use all of them at the same time. If you have a budget, doesn't matter how big or small it is, if you're doing too much marketing at once, it's going to feel like a small budget. First, you need to crack the nut on the number one platform. And I would recommend Google being that number one platform for your ads and sales. Your number two platform is typically going to be a social platform of your choice. You have to determine what makes the most sense for your industry and align that with your vision. Now, if you're prioritizing user experience and you're trying to get the most out of your marketing efforts, think big, always think big, and start to produce the best social media content you have. Social media content on organic search channels has been dead for a while. Ever since Facebook updated their Instagram feed, it may feel like Instagram is a challenge. Don't overly rely on organic feeds. Organic feeds are a great place to put in testimonials and product demonstrations, so a customer that's getting more immersed with your brand is going to go in there and know what to do when they actually make a purchase. If you found this video helpful, make sure you like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.